some confusion or misunderstanding on your part.
Okay.
You
No.
have that time period to file it.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you file that motion, doesn't mean that I would set it aside.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, but you do have that time to question this decision to enter this judgment.
Me, he was very, very good at what he does, and I just would like the court to know he was very helpful.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for letting me know that. I would expect no less.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're
You have a
welcome.
blessed
Have a
week.
good weekend, sir.
Thank you. Court calls the case, Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Natasha Olmos. Where is she? She's usually here. Why is this set? Yeah, she's right here and she's here.
Due on the judgment is $1,623.78.
Said 1,600.
1623.78.
Got it. All right. Defendant failed to appear. Brittany.
We've already submitted the application, I believe.
Yes, you have. I'm gonna give this one to you. Put on Nan's desk for process.
Yes.
Gulfside Lake 1 and 2 versus Deion Brown.
Thanks for the plaintiff.
Deion Brown.
His balance, 671.25. I have a check from the court for 680.
I have escrow 680.
Not anymore.
Oh, they sent it? Oh, they did close it out.
So I think I can dismiss this case.
All right.
I'm assuming the court's check is good.
You know, that is not my account, but okay. I'm sure it is.
Dismiss without prejudice. Then.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Hamilton Crossing 1 versus Dana Murray. Dana Murray. No response. Supposed to pay 400 by that point, but if you'd like to take a default, raise your.
She did pay the 400.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be truth, whole truth, nothing but the true self you got?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right.
Your Honor, this is an action for non-payment of rent. This defendant owes $924 in rent. The costs are $176 for a total of $1,100. We request a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after the statutory period.
Judgment to the plaintiff that's by default for possession, redemption amount, it's in the amount requested, just a writ issue, 10 days. Hamilton Crossing 2 versus Veronica Whitsett.
Who's here?
I thought,
We spoke.
oh, hold on. Whitsett? Come on. I just called you.
They wouldn't give me an appointment because they talked like that.
Okay. State your name.
Veronica.
All right.
Your Honor, her total is $1,745.
All right. And now, what were you saying?
Okay, so I was just trying to talk to Hawk because they did a overtime freeze at my job. And so now they're taking all these fees out because I applied for insurance, expecting to be getting overtime, and now they're taking
Cover that.
a great amount of money out of my check. And so Like I got $300. I didn't want to just give them the money, unless I knew, the ins and outs of what was gonna happen. So talked to him and he was telling me that might need some assistance. So I was in there talking to Hawk, but they couldn't
They
get,
couldn't do anything because your son lives with you,
my son lives with me
and so they need to talk to him about his income.
before I could get an appointment. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so used to,
So right now you have 300?
I do.
All
And I
right,
was gonna drop that off today.
all right, so I'm gonna put in here, you're gonna pay 300 to the landlord today. I don't know if it would behoove us to put it out 2 weeks, and then we can figure it out, we'll still be in the same month.
Hopefully not. I should be able to put some more towards it,
Okay,
but not a great deal. And I would definitely need the assistance.
right, that's what I was doing, I was putting it out 2 weeks instead
Okay.
of one, so that you could get back to Hawk, make sure your son gets in touch with them, gets that information, so that can process through, okay?
Okay,
I'll adjourn this January 30th, 2020. 12 noon.
okay.
You're a popular person, because the moment I called it, we saw her, she was here.
I was here on that phone.
Yes. All right, Ms. Vincent, you have a great weekend.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hamilton Crossing 2 versus Jeffrey Williams.
Anything for the plaintiff?
Jeffrey
Shirley Williams
Williams?
is here. I'm here, Shirley
Oh.
Williams.
Okay, there you are. All right, I need a camera if I could.
Mhm.
Let's see, where were we on this one?
Well, they're down to 352.
$352?
Yeah.
You tried to pay the balance, just didn't quite get there, right?
Yeah, our car insurance ended up taking their amount off our card, so we couldn't get the whole amount off.
Who did?
Our car insurance did. They took their
Oh,
balance.
okay,
Yeah. So we'll have the rest on Thursday.
gotcha. So she started out with a balance of about 3,100, paid the 19. She was trying to pay the balance today, and she just fell a little bit short because of car insurance. Was it that little Geico guy?
Progressive.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You don't have to answer that. I think that little chameleon took some of my money too. All right. What I'll do, you can get it paid next week.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Let me do this. I'm just gonna put it out to the 30th. Let her get it clear. Okay,
Thank
just get it in
you.
there. And the
Okay.
30th, 2026 at 12 noon. So you'll get it paid in there, and then you won't have to appear likely on the 30th because it'll be dismissed. You'll be at zero.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
Ms. Williams, the sooner you pay it, the sooner I can get it dismissed and you'll know for sure that you don't have to come. So if you can get it paid
Okay.
on Thursday,
Yeah.
the 22nd, then you'll have plenty of advance to get it taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Williams. You take care. Have a great weekend.
You as well.
That wasn't bad, was
New Partridge Apartments versus Karina Jones.
it? James Fink for the plaintiff.
Oh, she's up there. Ms. Jones?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, there she is. See, where were we?
Today she's at 1271. And last week,
She was at
1666. So she must have paid 300 and something.
You didn't get the whole 500 in?
I paid 400 last week and then I just paid 300 this morning.
Oh, okay, so you paid, oh. So she's probably down around 1,000 or a little under.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you gonna get the rest of this paid?
Well, I don't get paid again to the 30th, but by then I can give like $600, but then I was gonna see, could I talk to my landlord and come up with a plan around that time?
Okay, how much is your monthly rent?
I think it's a 916.
She's right.
Okay. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna pay 600 on the 30th, you think, right?
Probably the 29th, I'll pay it.
29th. Okay, that'd be better if you do that. And then I'll adjourn this out to the 30th. Let's see, you get that paid and then we'll let you talk to your landlord, see what you can work out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pay the 600. I'm gonna try to pay more than that. I'm gonna try my best. It's
I
just
gotcha.
it's just
Is
the
that
garnishment
then-
and all the Christmas and all this stuff just passed.
She gets
Okay.
paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You get paid every 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we know what you got planned. We know what you have planned.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so January 30th, 2026, 12 noon. Okay, so get
Okay.
that in as soon as you can on the 29th. If you can get it paid in on the 29th, great. And then we'll take it from there on the 30th.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Hamptons of Clover Lane versus Stephen Shelp. Oh, there's your second.
Good afternoon, Robert Bruntinger for plaintiff.
Your name?
Stephen Show.
All right. And where are we on this one?
He actually just made a $1,200 payment. My client didn't inform me of that. However, he did show me the receipt, so I'm going to take his word for it. It said Hamilton's of Clover Lane on it, so that puts his balance at 2607 and 68 cents.
So he was gonna pay 1,500
He didn't.
by the 9th. You didn't get that in,
Yeah,
but that's okay. But you got 12 in.
yes, sir.
Okay. And what'd you say the balance is, Mr. Ingalls?
2607.68, and that's including the 175 of court cost, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, man. How are you gonna get the rest of this paid?
Everything will be paid by the 29th. Everything, the full balance.
Is it?
Yes, sir. Promise you.
All right. I know you gave a good faith effort. You're 300 off, so I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna give him an adjournment rather than judgment.
Okay.
January 30th, 2026 at 1 p.m.
Thank you.
Okay, so get that in there. The idea here is get that in there, get it in early enough on the 29th so they know so that they can dismiss this out.
Okay, I'll.
Got it? All right.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same, sir. Augusta Woods versus Shalisa Floyd.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dana Hall on behalf of Augusta Woods.
Ms. Floyd?
Wood.
I thought that was you. You're just,
Sorry.
it's okay. You know, you're good. What's your name?
Shalisa Floyd.
Okay. What do you have as a balance?
So, Your Honor, Ms. Floyd paid $470 since the last court date, so the balance now, and we agreed to a consent judgment to do this, is $490.40. The court costs are $179. So total $669.40, and we agreed to extend the date to pay that to January 30th.
Okay. Is that correct, ma'am?
Actually, it was a little bit more.
What do you mean?
It was a little bit more, because you asked me to pay 500, so I went over the 500 that you asked me to pay.
I think it was $470. Well, that's what the
No.
manager said, $430 and then $40. But that was the balance you showed me on your phone, right? So that's what I have before court costs.
No, because it was a little bit more than that. So I went,
You told me
Yeah.
you told me you were gonna pay 500. You're saying you paid more than the 500?
yeah,
Well, the
just a little
manager,
bit more.
the manager might have misspoken, but the balance the manager gave me is the same as what she showed me on her phone
Yeah,
from her account.
Okay.
yeah,
So there
So
may have
that-
been, regardless, our bottom line numbers matched,
Yes.
yes,
right? Okay. Which was the 669.40?
yes.
Okay. All right, and you signed that consent judgment, ma'am?
Yes, I did.
All right, you have any questions regarding anything on that consent judgment?
Just do I have to come back before?
Pardon?
Do I have to come back?
You don't want to come see me?
I don't mind.
Oh, I thought she was going to insult me. I just, no, all right.
Hilarious. That's fine.
No, you will not have to come back. You have this, get that paid off, and then you'll be all set.
Yes, sir.
All right?
I appreciate it.
Okay, do you have a judgment?
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign the judgment. You had no questions, correct?
No, sir.
I will apprise you that you have 3 business days to think about this judgment. If you think that there's some right you didn't assert, some confusion or misunderstanding on your part, you'd have to file a motion with this court within those 3 business days. Doesn't mean I'd set it aside, but you have that right to do that. You understand?
Say that again. You said it so fast.
From today's date, you have 3 business days. You can file a motion
Oh.
to set it aside if you believe that there's some right you did not assert, some right you have that you didn't assert, some confusion or misunderstanding on your part.
Okay.
You
No.
have that time period to file it.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you file that motion, doesn't mean that I would set it aside,
Yes,
all
sir.
right? But you do have that time to question this decision to enter this judgment.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You have a blessed weekend.
You too. Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
Court calls the case of Augusta Woods versus Brenda Williams.
Dana Hall, on behalf of Augusta Williams, and Your Honor, we are dismissing this. It was
Oh,
just, and I mean just paid.
okay. Case is dismissed. That's without. And Manchester Manor versus Brittany Bailey.
Dana Hall, on behalf of Manchester. Bailey's here.
Hello. What's your name?
Brittany Bailey.
Okay, where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I spoke with Miss Bailey, so we'd like to request an adjournment. This matter, so Miss Bailey has an appointment with Hawk on February 2nd. They said they're going to pay her balance plus February.
Oh, okay.
She also has an appointment with, or she applied with St. Vincent de Paul. She's waiting to hear from them. So,
Okay, so you want me to kick this over into February so that the ledger's gonna read that way?
so that they'll include February.
Oh, yeah. I talked, so Autumn is my case manager with
Okay.
Community. She's also my appointment specialist with Hawk.
Okay.
It works out that way.
Yeah, all right.
But their first available literally is February 2nd and 3rd. And
Okay.
the time for the 2nd I couldn't do since I'm going back to work. So she was able to get me in the morning of the 3rd. She doesn't see it being an issue. St. Vincent de Paul reached back today to my caseworker at IHA for my water and my rent. They're supposed to call me later today, but most likely Monday.
And try to figure out something on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they might be able to help with some of it, so it's not as much for Hawk.
Okay, so I don't have February, my first date would be February 6th. But I tell you what I'll do, given that everything is seemingly worked out, your balance is relatively low, you can fit your February rent in there without going over, which is really what I mean. I'm going to adjourn this matter to February 13th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Okay, and then that way, hopefully we get everything timed up and it all works out.
Hopefully it'll be done before then.
Oh, yes. All right.
Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am.